why is it important to do all of the villain log grinding, most wanted, side events before doing the epic mission, or whilst you're in the process of doing epic mission? As I've been playing Marvel Future Revolution for the last few months, it is something that has dawned on me for a little while, the extent of work that needs to be done in various different areas. Now, as a lot of us know, there are various different regions to go, which is New Star City, Hydra Empire, Xanderth, Midgardia, Sakaar. Currently, I'm working on my cap in Xanderth, and one thing, and as I've found multiple times, I really wish that I'd started off grinding the other things that were going on at the time. What are those other things? Well, they're villain logs. Now, it's great, the game actually puts in the minimap, if you go onto it and you click on your kind of skull icon there, which kind of like take you to the various bosses, as we're going at the moment to take down an Outrider Slaughterer. I'm finding I'm repeating a lot of the stuff that I wish I did to begin with. And on the list, you'll see the various different ones here, and you see that I've done them. Now, I haven't done any of the bosses, which does mean more extensive grinding in the areas, which, you know, we're going to try and rectify now. And I guess that's the same thing for a lot of players as well. As they go off the various different locations, they will find themselves, if they're in a rush, because that's really the point of this, is saying that if you are rushing to get to level 100, which is fine, you do you at the end of the day, but if you do that, you do miss out on a lot of opportunities to pick up some things on the villain log. And those things will be very helpful. Now, yeah, okay, one thing that's great is picking up these little mega cards as you go. But as well, as soon as you go to your records and you go to your activity log, you'll so soon notice that when you are, like me, in the situation I am now, I'm going to the likes of Midgardia or Sakaar, which let's just go to this on another hero. I've now got to play catch up in order to grab some of these villain logs being defeated. Even more so when you look at the most wanted and the extent I've got to do with some of these other ones here. But you just got to get your grind on. The biggest thing I want to mention with this is as you go on, you'll certainly notice that some of the various different types of rewards you can get can be really beneficial. Like for me, I'm all about grinding cores. Getting cores is really important for me, especially as I'm progressing on. It seems like a more easier thing to do, to grind, to grab, in order to improve my badges. When you go to hero info and you see that you pick up badges, that when you pick yourselves up a core, it's like that core is permanently with you. More so if you're looking to then absorb those cores into different things, if you're looking to enhance them and kind of like get the 3 3s, and hopefully RNG is with you to get a 4-star from it. But that's really it. That's kind of like my process with that, because it's like it's easier. It's easy for me to do Blitz. I think for a lot of players as well, it's easier to do Blitz to then pick up those badges. And then as soon as you pick up cores from doing various different things, and I'll do a cores grind guide at a later date. But yeah, I mean, that's just the big thing to say. The point I'm trying to get to is the following. So this is the problem right here. I mean, first of all, if you've got a particular heroes which do not jump over the top of boundaries, then they'll try and walk around. And that's a problem, or run around. And as you can see just there, I just saw that there was a target, and this hero would have been good to go and do this, but now I'm like, I have to then figure out a way to get around here, which I can't do until I've done that. So it's good to have this open world thing, but the biggest problem is like a good hero for doing this, in order to do the villain log, do that in conjunction with your most wanted as well as the side missions, is having a hero that can fly. So I would say if you're looking to 100%, and that's the point here, if you're looking to 100% the activity logs, right, and how you can 100% these regions is in order to quickly get places, in order to understand the extent of kind of like quick grabbing things like side missions, in order to bring up things like your squad power, experience, levels, and stuff like that. You need to have, number one, a flying hero, but also a will and a determination to clear things, clear regions 100%. As I said, like the reason that some of these are so important is based on what you get back from it. In these different areas, you'll get things like cores. You'll get things that are going to be improving your squad experience, your squad power, And all this stuff is going to add up. You can see some of the examples on screen right now, where there's things like, PIMS research log you can get, not a substantial amount, but all this stuff adds up, and all of it's very helpful. There's enhancers, which again are helpful going up against bosses, and you name it. There's going to be like the cores that are going to be there, which again, like you grab cores. I'm on a big mission now to grab cores. I don't care if it's a 3-star. Like, yes, it may be RNG factoring into actually picking up a 3 stars to get a 4-star, which you've got to bring together and enhance. And let's face it, 9 times out of 10, you ain't gonna get a 4-star, but at least to say there's a good chance that you will do, which is going to be beneficial for you down the line. But here's the thing. It's all down to your process. And I would say try not to grab one hero and take it from level 0 to level 100. At the end of the day, you can do that if you want. You do you. But I do feel very strongly in what the other things that are going on between the villain log, by getting the progression, because that's another element to this as well. It's all about your progression under activity log. Go to the progression areas, check out the available rewards. The more you do, the more you get, because that's the other thing as well. The more you progress in these different regions, you will get things like free crystals. You will also get more things like costume box. Again, all of this stuff adds up and helps towards the bigger picture. Only something that, as I said, I only really realized that this is kind of an important element for free to play, more so by doing this, by going to different areas and trying to 100% them, which I do struggle with not having a flying hero. A perfect example is here, like, someone's appeared, like 2 exiled outriders have appeared. Now what we're going to do right now is we are going to try and run across and hope we make it in time, because that's the biggest problem that we have with non-flying, is that pace is important. Yes, we can put the speed on with the lowest. Now one has disappeared, so it's there. So then I have to try and run across there. And again, same problem. Like if I'm not kind of like, and the thing is, these go quickly. That's the thing with these nowadays. You are fighting with other players to try and get these target lists and these most wanted done before everyone else jumps on. And you can use gateway keys, but the problem is same thing happens with all these things. You try and port over there and it's already been done. And that's just the thing about maybe having a flying hero, and as well, whilst you're kind of in the area to do this as well. It's down to ×4, and now I've got to try and kind of get in the mix as quickly as possible. Thank God I did, and I could do a little bit of damage to help out. But that's just the thing. It is pot luck as to whether you're going to make it in time, unless you have a flying hero. I mean, even Spider-Man does some elements of kind of like web slinging, flying type thing. So yeah, that's just like my top tip really with this one, is to grab your side missions in conjunction with your epic missions, because the side missions do give good stuff to help you out as a player and help you out as a hero progress further, increasing your level and other things like that. Make sure to do your villain log, because you get those cores, you get those squad power enhancements, you get other things as well that are going to be really helpful. Costume boxes, you name it. So try not to kind of like rush through from 0 to 100. Also, make sure to grab yourself a flying hero when you're thinking about 100%ing this stuff as well, and hopefully you get some decent stuff as a result. I appreciate you for watching this Marvel Future Revolution video. Check out some recently posted content which is on screen right now, and also make sure to check out some other content posted very soon, from hero breakdowns, skill guides, specialization. As I progress on further, you'll be kind of like brought up to speed with everything as we know. And we look forward to Magic and lots more. Appreciate you all. Bye bye.